Hi, I'm Dylan Blaylock with Clackamas County Public Affairs. I'm here today with Chief Deputy District Attorney John Wentworth with the Clackamas County District Attorney Office. We're here to talk to you. This is the third in a series of videos that we've done about the recent change in the law to strangulation during an act of domestic violence now being a felony rather than a misdemeanor. We come to you here in Oregon City at a Safe Place Family Justice Center. John, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
So this bill passing and the new law was very important to you. You testified in Salem last year to get it passed. Why is it so important?
So prior to January 1st of this year, strangulation of a family or household member was just a misdemeanor. And it couldn't become a felony until there were repeated incidents of domestic violence. And so what I shared with the legislature is the way the law was working at the time. So prior to January 1st of this year, a person could literally strangle a person, and we've identified essentially two reasons why someone might be strangled, or someone might choose to strangle someone else. The first is that you actually want to kill them. The second reason is you want to send the message to the victim, your life is literally in my hands. So it's a very powerful, very damaging, dangerous thing to go on in a domestic violence relationship. And so imagine that scenario where someone is strangling another person, they're sending the message, your life is literally in my hands. That was a misdemeanor. And the way we would treat a misdemeanor is a person would be placed on formal probation, and they might have to do some jail time, and they'd have to go to a batterers intervention program, and assuming that they made it through all that, they'd have their conviction. The second time, same man strangles the same person, then it's a felony, but it's still a probationary crime. Same man goes through the same batterers intervention program. They might get a little bit more jail, might get a little bit more of a fine. The third time that person strangles the same person, not to death, but the victim's alive, now it's a felony, and the person can now go to prison. So there are three opportunities for someone to actually take someone's life. And what we know, aside from that, even if a person doesn't die, is each time you deprive the brain of oxygen, you're causing damage, you're causing injury to the person, and their ability to, it impairs their ability to remember and to carry out other cognitive functions. So every single time you deprive someone of oxygen, you're killing brain cells. Those never grow back, right? You never regenerate your brain cells. So it's a very, very dangerous time. What this does is it sends the message to the offender right from the get-go. We in the criminal justice system are taking this seriously. We recognize the danger that the dangerous behavior you're engaging in. And just as importantly, we're sending the message to the victim, this is a very dangerous event for you. We're taking it seriously, and we care about what's going on in your relationship where someone might be causing you that kind of harm.
Well, we need to obviously take it more seriously, and that's a good thing that it's changed. So let's talk a little bit more about the victims. What do you think this law is going to mean for them, personally?
Exactly what I was just sharing. This allows us, from the very beginning, it allows police officers to tell the victim, this is a felony, this is very serious. Not that the victim wouldn't know that from the very beginning, but just how serious that can be for someone isn't always readily apparent. And so we want to be able to send the message either through our advocacy or through our police officers, through our prosecutors, that we care. This is a dangerous event, and it sets the stage right from the beginning that this is going to be taken seriously.
And so what do you think it means in terms of what's going to be the differences in terms of prosecuting and being able to prosecute perpetrators of strangulation?
So Clackamas County has used this new law as an opportunity to go out and train our law enforcement officers in the dangers of strangulation, how to investigate strangulation better. It's kind of upped our game, so to speak, in terms of how we share information with our judges and what information we're giving them. We're training up a team of experts in strangulation so that we can provide that testimony to our juries and to our judges. It's allowing us to, as I said, step up our game a little bit.
And as far as the experts, because it can be difficult to identify some of the markings left in strangulation, to identify that that's actually happened.
Even help us work through the issue that half the time, literally 50% of the time, there will be no strangulation marks on someone's
Right.
neck.
Right.
We know that from studies that have been done on cadavers of people who have been strangled. We know they died from strangulation. 50% of the time, there are no marks on their neck.
Wow. Okay. And of course, we're here at a Safe Place Family Justice Center. We always like to talk about this valuable institution here in Oregon City. You've been involved here. What do you think this place means to the community, especially for victims of domestic violence?
It means everything. In Oregon, we only have 2 family justice centers,
Oh, wow.
Clackamas County and Washington County. This is an opportunity to have one place where, in the community, where victims of domestic or sexual assault can come and receive a multitude of services that they otherwise would have had to drive all over, if they had a car,
Right.
just get
Right.
transportation to all these other places in the county. They can get it all right here.
Okay.
From law enforcement to advocacy to just finding a place to live and food to eat. All those services can be provided here.
Mm-hmm.
Even the ability to get a restraining order against a perpetrator
Yeah.
can all be done here.
Yeah, it's like an all-in-one shop.
All in one shop.
Yeah, great. Well, really good stuff about a difficult issue. Again, here for Chief Deputy District Attorney John Wentworth with Clackamas County, I'm Dylan Blaylock. Thanks very much.